Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. With that, let's get out to the desert. Standing by in Glendale, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I never bet against him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Haskins, 3rd and long to Thompson on the screen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First down, Murray. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
That's the way to hit.
And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
I could go on and on about Larry Fitzgerald and his numbers, which are considerable, and everyone knows that. But the thing I keep coming back to, he never quits seeking knowledge. Every year, he works with former NFL players who were great wide receivers in order to improve his game, watches a ton of film, always curious, always finding a way to adapt and improve his game.
Here I come.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Chandler Jones just keeps getting better and better. Each season, he adds a little more to his game. I wonder if he wants to take on his UFC fighting brother at any time.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now for Thompson, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now some movement before the snap.
Offense.
And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set him back 5.
Still third down.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, it's Drake. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Single, slot.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 49-yard line.
On the ready. 53. Mike. I'm here all day.
From just shy of midfield, Murray underneath for Johnson. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43.
You got it. You got it.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Trey Quinn. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rodney Gunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Now it's Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. And they'll get this down to the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They run it here with Thompson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Play fake. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's complete to Drake. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Haskins on 1st down. Got a man, that's Quinn.
The first down pass. Complete to Trey Quinn. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. It's caught by Davis. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Check, 43. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 1st down. It's Thompson. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Not today, you are. Not today. Set go.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, Drake. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Thompson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Here's Haskins to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Let's get this ball.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Complete. It's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Running, it's Drake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down, and he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Andy Lee now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
Mike 58, right there.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check three.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To Thompson on the draw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Haskins. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Completes it to Davis. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Murray now, 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 55 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
To throw is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on second down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down, and finding Davis here, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a run with Peterson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd down. Here's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw, it's Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. Into the hands of Bird over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a draw play with Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The tackle is made by Rodney Gunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Peterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They run again with Peterson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Key tight end. Key tight end. 4 down. 4 down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. From the gun, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Murray now. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play fake. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Drake. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. Second down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come off the ball.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete.
It's now fourth down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
So out now come the Redskins. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. This is Thompson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go with Thompson again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Murray. With a catch made by Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Cardinals on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Murray. Cooper's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Charles Clay, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Up 1st and 10 at their own 26. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From midfield now, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, 50 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Redskins 26.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Johnson's got it complete. The ball comes out. And the Redskins scoop it. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
So we got man. He's coming.
Again, Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still
throwing the made field goal for 3. Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Murray. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to take off with it. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Murray now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Hey, come on now. Check.
Murray now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damiere Byrd there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here we go. HG data. Get in the weight room.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. in order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Murray, and that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And here comes the big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's a throw out wide to Quinn. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 3rd down, here's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Throwing now is Murray. Step, and the Cardinals are in. Touchdown. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Murray now. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run. Peterson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Washington.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. Haskins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Rodney Gunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now it's Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Carry number 20 now for Peterson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Peterson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. This is Geis. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Murray to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray, one final try. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.